This is part 2 in how to create a birthday invitation using Microsoft Word. Our picture here needs to be, we need to wrap text. Click on in front of text and go ahead and make it a little bit smaller. And we'll put this picture over in this corner. You'll see there's a lot of head space here. So we're going to crop the picture. We'll click on crop and we'll get our little symbol there. We'll click on the edge and bring it right down. Now we need to bring Emily as turning 12 years old to the front because it's hiding behind the picture. So we'll click on Format, Reorder, and Bring to Front. We'll need to move some of these things around. This we can bring over to the center, and we can bring it down a little bit, down to the bottom. And we want to make sure that that's nice and centered. Now there's that blue line that's showing us things that are lined up where you're at in the picture, and you can see that it's going right through that green circle, so we know that that is centered. But the text is not centered, just the text box. So let's go ahead and make this text box a little bit smaller. It's a little too small. And now let's do that again. Let's find that blue line. There's that blue line. We'll drop the text and it should be centered. One other way we can center text is to compare it to other text that is on your document. And to do that, we're gonna check it out with You're Invited. And we'll click on Shift and click on You're Invited. And then you can look at the little green circle and the boxes, and you can kind of follow them down, and they look perfectly lined up with the RSVP green circle and box. I think I'm going to go ahead and crop Emily's picture a little bit more. We'll click on Format Picture and Crop. Now you don't want to have this arrow. This arrow will resize your picture. That's not what we're trying to do. We want this perpendicular symbol. We'll click on that thick black line, pull it in. Click on this line and pull it in. We want just Emily there. And click on Crop again. Now using our arrow keys, we can go ahead and move her picture over. I'm going to move her picture up a little bit as well. Maybe one more to the left. I want to be able to see that black line. I don't want the black line to be completely covered up. And actually I'm going to move over this picture a little bit as well and up a little bit so that I can still see that black line. Now I'm going to change this and bring this over. I'm also going to add a little bit more information because this is the child skate rental fee. I'm going to make my text box bigger. I'm going to enter that. Get rid of that. Have that lined up on the left. And I'm going to add the adult price. Adult skate rental fee is $5. That way if the adults want to stay and skate as well, they will know how much it will cost for them. Oops. Make my text box a little bit bigger. There we go. And then the ice skating, I have it centered here. I'm going to leave it centered, but I'm going to change the font because there's too much black font right there in the center. Now before I was scrolling all the way down to get to the fonts, but as you see here, the fonts that you are using are right at the top to make it more convenient for you so that you don't have to scroll all the way through all the fonts every time. So I'm going to click on the Summer Sunshine. And I'm also going to make it bigger. Kind of break up all that text. So now we have all the information that we need. We need to go back through. I can see that there's some padding, some things that look a little too close, some things that aren't quite lined up right. So the first thing I see here is Roca Community Arena. It's a little too close to Emily's shoulder, so we're going to put that up a couple of spots. Another thing I noticed is I misspelled your. There we are. You are invited. Let's take Emily is turning 12 years old. Actually, I like where that's at. Let's actually make Emily's picture a little bit bigger. That way, it fills up a little bit more space. Maybe just a tad bit smaller. But the text is going on to this picture, which balances the text going on to this picture. The other thing that we can do to make things look more streamlined is maybe move over ice skating a little bit. Sometimes it helps to have the text box a little bit smaller so you can gauge where you're at in the picture. I do like it a little more off-centered instead of directly in the middle. I think I'm going to move January 31st up just a little bit. And now we can look back at it and see how we feel about the picture to make sure that everything is inside the box, that nothing is making your eyes wander off the page. And it's looking pretty good. I like the way the S is right underneath the exclamation point. I might actually move it over just one little click there. This is telling me that I'm thinking maybe there's a line under that. It's telling me that my text box is not big enough, but there we go. Now that's gone away. I'm thinking that this is a beautiful invitation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to copy and paste everything here down here so that we have two invitations on one page. Actually, now that I'm looking, I'm going to move that picture up just one. You can see there's a little bit of space right here, just like there's a little bit of space right there. Make those pictures look just the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Edit and select all. And then on a Mac, you're going to press Control, and then you're going to click on your mouse pad to bring up this menu. You're going to click on Grouping, and then you're going to click on Group. Now it has not grouped properly, which is okay. We'll just undo that. And what we're going to do instead is we're going to just select the text. So I'm going to click on RSVP, and then I'm going to press the Shift button and then click on the rest of the text. And then I'm going to click on Control, click on my mouse pad. Oh, I clicked on my text or my box around my invitation. So RSVP, Shift, hold on to that Shift key while you click on the rest of the text. Make sure that you're over one of the texts. Press Control, click on your mouse pad. There's our menu, grouping, and we're going to group that. I'm going to click on this box because I'm thinking that that's why our format's not working. It is through, so I'm going to put in front of text. Let's go ahead and select our text, our pictures with the Shift button pressed down, and then our box. And let's go ahead and try to group that one more time and see if that works. Press on Control, click on our mouse pad, grouping, group. And that time it did work. So it was the box around our invitation was on the wrong wrap text. So now what we can do is click on Edit and Copy, and then Edit and Paste. On a Mac, you can also press Command C to copy and Command V to paste. Here is our second copy of the invitation. We'll drag that down, keep it lined up with the edge of the paper, and drop it. We're going to scroll down to the bottom and make sure, oops, that we're lined up right at the bottom. It looks like we're down too low. So we'll use our arrow key to bring that up right to the bottom of our page. A couple more times down. All right, now we have 2 invitations on one page. From here, you can save the document. So you click on File, Save As. I've named it Emily B-Day Invite 2015. I'm going to go ahead and save it on my desktop and then click on Save. Now you can print it. If you're going to print it from your home printer, you click on File and Print. If you are going to take this to the copy place, you will need to put it onto a flash drive or email it to them. They can then print as many copies as you need, and they can also cut out the invitations for you. In order to do that, like I said before, you need to save it as a PDF, a GIF, or a JPEG. So we go to File, Save As. We're at the desktop. It's still called Emily B-Day Invite 2015. Here under Format, we're going to click the down arrow and click on PDF. And then click Save. And that will then save it as a PDF file, which will keep your text the way it looks right now. Another way to save it as a PDF is to say File, Print. And from here, if you have a PDF converter uploaded onto your computer, right here it says PDF, you can click on that and save as PDF. And then it brings up the Save menu. You can click on Desktop, Emily B-Day Invite, it's already named that, and click on Save. Now I already have saved it as a PDF, so it's just asking me if I want to replace the file. So I'm going to show you now what it looks like. I'm going to minimize this. And on the desktop, here we have Emily B-Day Invite 2015, and it says DocX. That's our Microsoft Word document. That's a document that if you take it to the copy place, it will not look the same when they open it on their computer. The default fonts will replace the downloaded fonts that you used. Here, you can actually see the invitation, and it says PDF. This is the one you're going to want to copy onto your flash drive. We'll open that up, take one more peek at it, just to make sure that everything looks good. I think it looks very nice. And there you have a simple yet very cute birthday invitation created on Microsoft Word using the publishing layout view. Thank you for watching my screencast.